Morning. How are ya? Okay, I just got to plug in my phone here because I didn't get charged last night. Okay, so I'm back. I have been away on vacation out camping Cultus Lake area, and it was amazing. I am sore. I am aching. I am still tired. I need to pull this down a little bit. Hope everybody can hear me okay. Glad you could join me, and we're going to get into some work here on the grimoire. While I was away, I worked a little bit on it, and I got a few of the problems solved, and I think we're ready to start breaking it down to begin printing proper pieces now. So we're going to actually be working on that today. Setting up for printing. So this, let me just switch to the right camera here. That's what I'm looking at here. So this is all the pieces that need to be printed off all together, folded up. Good afternoon. Well, it's morning for me, afternoon for you.
Your balls are itching. You have to keep the gun on me, but dear God, it's like spiders are crawling all over them. Jesus.
Yeah. Thanks, Curl. Glad you could join me. So I have been working diligently on this. This is what I've been playing around with. I actually started working on a GIF to actually show this opening up. So it's been rather interesting the last couple of days that I had a chance to do this. I'm going to turn this volume down on the music. There we are. Good morning, cruising. How are you? So let's get right into it. I'm going to move some of this junk stuff out of the way. This is not junk stuff. Is that the final print piece? No, that is not the final print piece. So that can be moved away. This can be moved away, I believe. Yeah. Almost made you jump. I'm doing really good. I'm relaxed after a week away, but I am still sore. No, there was something that was wrong here. What was this? Did I do that piece? Okay, I did do that. Did I have this on the side? Oh, I missed this piece. Did I? No, it's there. Good. All right. Okay, we're good. Been a while since you've played Warframe? Well, there is a lot going on, and a lot of updates. We've got another update coming up pretty soon. New Warframe being dropped. Word is that it's going to be a fungus mushroom type frame. Don't know how that works, but the people at DE, they work their magic. Okay, so that piece there is working. Let's get the pages ready to print. So I did this one test print last night. So this is the spacer that's inside the pages. Let me just grab one of them here. See if I can grab just the spacer. There it is. So that spacer there is that piece there that I just slipped out. So that's this piece here that I've got. And I've noticed something. Because it is actually two pieces, it's going to be very difficult to actually to assemble this properly and get everything lined up. I also realized that the pages with the pieces in between, let's see here, all these little bits in between, let me just grab the bigger screen here, you can see it. This is all these pages and little bits inside that will be in the page are going to make it difficult to actually build. So I need to build a rig to start piecing it all together. So I'll be able to lay the bottom part of the page down in it, lay in the next piece there, have it all lined up properly, cement them down, then put these layers in, and then close it all up with the final piece. That's the tricky bit, is getting all of that in there balanced. So I need to make a jig to actually put it all together. So that is something that we're going to be looking at doing today. But first off, I'm going to get the pages set and ready to print. So, get that there. Did I see that? No, I have been basically really lacking in any communication. I've been able to check in on Discord once in a while, but even then very fleetingly. My internet access was very, very limited where I was. Just the situation there, the poor Wi-Fi connection. It just haven't had a chance to take a look at it. I'm going to take a look at that right now. On my Discord or is it on Maker's? 4-second video of it opening. Let me take a look here. And grab the right one here. And I think I skipped by. I've got way too many. Oh, there we are. I did see the cat and the little prints there, but I didn't see the tome. Let me see. Oh, neat. Okay, let me see. I'm going to download that. And we're going to bring that up on screen here. Redo this. Play it again. Play it again, Sam. That's pretty neat. I like that. I like the detail on it. That looks really neat. Very cool. Close that. Okay. So let's get right into it. Okay, so this goes back to 0. All right, so I need to take the, well, actually, let's take that piece there. So we'll just duplicate it, move it to layer 5. And then go to layer 5. And what I want to do is take this bit on the top. We're going to join these together so that they print in one piece. Or are we? Let's take the pages first. Bearded printer. Ah, okay. He's been pretty active lately. I've seen a lot of things pop up from him lately. Take these pieces, okay, that one and that one. Move them to layer 5 as well. Okay, let's set up our jig first. I want to make a adjustment in here as well. We got to add in a little. Just did the pumpkin bowl. I think I saw that. It was a very tall one, or was it something new? Okay, so that piece there in the center is only in the center. All right, so that's good there. Okay, so we can create at 0, 0, 0. Let's see, Shift C, and we create a cube. And let's see. .5 there. Now we're going to do 2mm base. That is obviously width 500 by 500. How did I do that? Okay, so that can get down to 220. Move that back 5, 10. That's good there. Okay, that's not bad spot positioning there. Mistimed uploading the make the things. Okay. New make to built over bot. Did I see the alien eye? Did you post the alien eye? What was that? What was this thing? Okay, the little cat, and looks like a haunted grapes. Looks like. Huh. All right. So that's the top, the bottom side, and the front would be here. That looks good there. Let's narrow that down a bit. It doesn't need to be as much. 290. Okay. Now we need a base plate in there. I think I've got the hollow that I used earlier in here somewhere. That's not it. Try and find all these little fiddly bits and pieces. Huh. Nothing in there. How about in here? I don't think so. Nothing in there. On this layer, maybe? More promising here. Might be able to find something. There's that. Don't think I'm going to be able to find it, so we're going to make it ourselves. That would be very appreciated. I'd like to see it. Okay, so we're going to make this piece ourselves. So we need another one of these. So duplicate that, and we're going to bring that right up to, let's thin it down first, 0.5. And we're going to bring it right up into there. Should be good there. 13, 14. That's good there. Okay, perfect. Now we'll just reduce its size a bit. So width, take it down to there's good. And then we go down to here. Okay. All right, that there. And then we're going to take that and a Boolean function, difference, carve, and we take that from it, and that leaves us with that shape. So then we're going to apply that, move that to layer, let's see, what do we have on 6? Move all that to layer 8. Okay, and then back to 5, take this to 6. All right, we'll clean this up. Take all these as unnecessary bits that are not needed for what I'm doing here. Okay. Okay, delete those. Then I need to just get rid of these little things off here. They are unnecessary. Actually, all this is going to be largely unnecessary. Let's see, can I make this a little bit narrower? Okay. Let's take all this right up there, all that. Delete those, and then these ones, we'll do the same here. Yeah. All those. Delete. Then we will, looking at that there. Delete that, and this one over here. Right there. And that. All right, so what I'm building here is just a shape that I can use to excuse me, that I can use as a base of support for everything that's being built on it. Okay, so it's just going to be a platform. This is not actually part of the project. And there we go. And from this side, we're just going to make it larger here. So 10. Do this here. There. So that. Everything there, and should work. Yep. One clean top. Good. Okay. And then we do the bottom. Sammy, how are you? Good morning. Let's see. We are going to... Brain just slipped out of gear. Right. That's what I'm doing. All right. There we go. So this now can go back to layer 5. And this is now going to be pushed up to here. Let's get it right up into that there. Doesn't need to be that high. So, want a minimal amount of material being used. 1.5, 2.5 mils above. Let's make it 5. Okay, that's good there. 12. Besides the fact you figured out why you feel like crap the past several days with that, with the Adderall. Oh boy. And Zoloft were fighting each other. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Drug interactions, and the two of them dealing with the same or similar issues is going to be, yeah, that's going to need some something to be worked out. Yonslot, how are you today? I'm doing really good. I have been away for a bit. The last week I've been completely without any contact with anybody except for Mrs. Thighs. Okay, that's good there, but what am I looking at? Okay, so that piece goes inside that. Let's make that a new color here. That'll do for now. Okay, that's just a platform. That's going to be reduced or minimized or something. I don't know that I want to print all that, but it would take less time to just leave a skin on that. Okay, so that works there. Now we need a platform underneath, and we're just going to do that with blocks. So no, we're going to increase this 6, and and then it goes down 0.5. There. That's where that goes. This one goes up to here. Okay, that's where it goes. Perfect. At least you helped your clan get the 3rd trophy. Funded to build. Oh yeah, before Plague Stars ends on Tuesday, I think. Yeah, I've been away, so I have not had a chance to play much Plague Star at all. So today we're going to be playing a little bit of Plague Star after here. So what I need now is just some supports to hold up the frame. So let's do that. So we'll create a cube. Bring that down there. Where's the cube gone to? It's at 0, 0, 0. And it will be 6 tall. It's got to be 12 tall. No, 11? I need to actually get my fingers onto that.
Tap.
Okay, that's creepy. Haven't bothered playing much Plague Star because we already have 3 top trophies. I just like the mode. It's fun.
Your balls are itching. You have to keep the gun on me, but dear God, it's like spiders are crawling all over them. Jesus.
And let's go with 4 mil wide. Is that going to be enough? No, it's just 10 by 10. Okay. Like that. And then we're just... thank you. Now we need to shape this a bit. So that's going to be... Take this and those ones subdivide. And this one. Right. And those ones need to be subdivided. Okay. There. Take that and that. Let's move this to 95. There. So I have something that I can actually use as a reference. Damn it. Okay. That did not work. So I gotta undo what I just did.
Don't be afraid.
Yeah. Okay, so that's there. Keeps it there. Good. All right, so I'm good there. And then we go 4. And then we go down 5. .5. 5.5? Is that right? Yeah. And then we move that in. Right. There. That's the shape we need. And now we're going to bevel that. It's probably okay. Want 2? Nope. Just like that. That's fine there. Okay, that's good there. So we're going to bring this down to here. And then over to here. That's in what? That bit there. Okay, that's good. We'll just leave that like that. Bit more refinement, I think. So, positioning 94. Brings that out to there. There's a little bit of a gap on that. And this one goes to 11. Okay. Take those, bring them up to here. And then these. Doesn't need to be that high. It only needs to be to here. Ah. That's good there. All right. And that looks good. Let's give it a little bit more support here at the base. Here. From there. Yeah, that's hardly any support there, so we're just going to drag that all the way out to right there. Well, we'll bring it right into it, so bring. Okay. Thank you. That's good there. All right, so now we can get that there. I am awake. Thank you very much. Okay, now we're just going to place these all around so that we need more coffee. Well, I could always do with more coffee. Nothing
it's
wrong
time
with...
to save.
Thank you. 261. Thank you. Alrighty. So we are... Where are we here? Okay, I'm going to duplicate that. And we're going to shift that to here. To 100. Doesn't interfere with anything. Good. Duplicate that one. And that goes to minus 100. Duplicate it again. And rotate it. Yep, didn't think that would be in the same spot because things are shifted from where they originally were designed to be, and that cannot go there. It has to go over here. And that goes to here. We are working on, I'll show you, the grimoire. So, there we are. This here, grimoire from Warframe. That is it, and it looks, well, it's fully opened, it looks like that. It will open up to that position once everything is actually adjusted properly. I have a very complicated opening mechanism for it to actually to open the book and then open the pages out as well. So the pages will be turnable. They have, in order to mimic a binder, I've had to make some very interesting mechanisms to get it to actually work, but it's working. We are working on a platform now, just a jig to put the pages together. Yes, this is going to be 3D printed. I've printed off a few sample pieces so far. This is one of the pages, a test page that I've done. So it's got the actual, let me just open it up here. We've got the full page there. It's all in pieces right now. It's just being held together with a couple bulldog clips, but that was just to test the actual film and the effect that I was getting in it, and that is working very well. Now it's just getting the page to work. The pages are only 8 millimeters thick, and I've got to get a mechanism inside to actually flip the pages. So that was the last couple of weeks getting that done. Now I've got to put together a jig so that I can actually build it or assemble it. And that's what we're working on today, is that same jig. That needs to move. So this from here, that point there, 0.5, and we're going to move that back to 8. That was the wrong spot. 0.3. Okay. That spot there. This needs some spacing here. Oops. So that needs to go from there to... oh, thank you very much for that follow. This is what I do. I do props. And I'll show you some of the props that I got here behind me. Very first prop that I did was this one right here. That was the very first one that I did. The grimoire, of course, is the latest one that I'm working on, but I've got multiple ones in the works right now. There are, well, I did a number of different kit guns first, and then I did, where is it? I don't see a lot of them. The biggest one that I did is actually up on the wall here. Hang on a moment. That would be this one right here. Good old Lenka. And I built one for Rebecca at DE, our good old creative director, and that I have a photo of it in her office. She posted this on Twitter a while ago. Just bring this up here. Ah, come on. Can I just bring it over here? Yeah, I can do this, and then I can do that. So that is the Snipetron Vandal that I built for her. That was at TennoCon this year, and it has seen a little bit of damage. So the cheek riser that's supposed to be on the back here, it's missing. So I've got a new one over here that has to be finished for her, and it's going to be going out very shortly. And they also lost the bipod stand for it, so that has to be replaced as well. Unfortunately, I don't like that sort of thing, but having to do that sort of thing, but it has to be done. And point 2, because you can't have it broken. It doesn't look good. But I build my props so that they can be repaired. 2. Yep, I'm still working on the replacement bits. I've got one of them right here. It's all sanded up now. I just need to prime it, clean it up, then prime it, and then paint it, and then put on the actual logo on the side. But that's done. And I've got the parts already done for the bipod stand. Again, that just has to be, I have to actually prime, paint them, and assemble them and get them boxed up and out to go. So that's going to be going on for the next little bit while I'm working on this as well. Then I've got We've got QTCC coming up as well, so I'm taking part in that this year. I missed it last year. Okay, so this is a good spot here. We're going to move this now.
Lizard.
Let's see it right from the top again. 7. Okay. That lizard didn't work for me because I didn't check my sounds. Okay, hang on a second. Where are we? Tiltify, Discord, sound alerts. Twitch alerts. Blurp. Blurp doesn't seem to ever have a problem. But should be able to get it from here now. Where is Lizard?
Lizard.
There. Now I can hear that.
Lizard.
That's my current favorite one. The lizard's fun. Hi, Shem. How are ya? Good to see ya. Okay, so that goes there. We're going to bring this right up to here. Put that at 85. And then duplicate that and put it at 85 there. Duplicate it one more time. Nope. Hang on. Gotta adjust this one because it's going to cut into that, so I can't have that happening, so that has to be changed. So we do those there and we bring them back to here. 7 0. Okay, that's good there. Take that one, delete it. This one now, duplicate it, and goes to 85. There, we've got 2. This one now, duplicate it again and shift it to here. What am I looking at there? Oh yeah. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, that's right. Okay. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Shem. That sounds like it was a rough night. Right there. Okay. That goes to there. Duplicate that one, and it goes to there. That one goes to 0. Can't go to 0 because there's a tab there in the middle that needs to be. Yes, it was very restful. I really enjoyed it. It was a great week. Okay, so that's good there, except for that little bit there. So we are going to make a special dent right there. Create a cube there. And it's going to be 3 wide, 5 wide, 6. There is good, and that goes on to 0 and 0.5. From the side it looks like that, and we're going to bring it down to here. Two 5, 7 5. There we go. And 0, bevel it. That looks good. And from there we take this and then we go there. Okay. That's good there. That takes care of that tab, keeps it from popping down into it. So this is what we got so far. The sides now need to be supported. So we're going to take a couple of these, duplicate that, bring it off to the side, rotate it 90. Oops. 90. That'll be fine. We'll just bring it over to this side first. And here to there. Let's see how that looks there. Wait. 55. Okay. And 42. Okay. Gives us a little bit of spacing to work with, so that, and then we duplicate that or bring it down to here. Let's bring it closer in here. -60, bring this one down a bit as well too. That looks good. Duplicate that. Goes to 140. Rotates to 270. And that one to 270. All right. There is our support frame. This can now be shrunk down a little bit, I think. Let's see. Take those and, oops, from the top, bring this to here. Okay, we'll bring out the sides. And what we do to one side, we do to the other. It's just easier this way. And we'll bring it out. 2, 1. Okay, and at the top, it looks good there. And there. I think we're good. That's good. Now, 2mm base. This is going to take a while to print this monster. So we'll just start joining things up. Take this piece and union, carve. That's now one piece. Then we take all these other little pieces. So 1, 2, 3. We'll just do it in batches here. So oops. 1, 2, 3. Did I miss one? I did miss one. That one there. Didn't duplicate it. There. Now we can do that. That there. Apply. Okay. There is almost done. Missed this. And last one right there. Okay. That is our framework. So these pieces here can now go bye-bye. I didn't grab them from that side, did I? I duplicated? Yep. They can actually be, let's see, undo. Let's just delete those because that's just going to get really crowded. And then that gray piece, delete that one. Then each of these, oops, grab this. Thank you. Okay, that piece now we need to duplicate. Copy, not duplicate. Copy to the clipboard, and I need to grab, where is it here? That there, and then here. This is another instance.
Your balls are itching.
No, they're not.
You have to keep the gun on me, but dear God, it's like spiders are crawling all over them.
Not a problem.
Jesus.
Okay, we have that piece now. That is our framework for building. That was leveled at the killer bee. All right, let's export that, and we're going to call this Grimoire. Call it the page jig. The uppercase J looks like a lowercase. Very interesting. All right, and while we're doing that, let's just go over here and exclamation point rigged for your chance to win 75 platinum courtesy of Digital Extremes. 75 platinum could be yours. It will be awarded on the 30th, I believe. Yes, the 30th. According to all the documentation I have right now. Okay, that looks good so far. Yep. When I do have this all printed off, this is going to have to be sanded. The corners, I'll have to bevel all the corners off or deburr them. Just take in the corners a little bit in order to get the page to actually pop in nicely. But it should work quite well. So we have that. That is there. Let's open up Kira. Takes a moment for it to open. 8 minutes and 53 seconds on that timer. Exclamation point rigged for your chance to win 75 platinum. Platinum could be yours. Spiders don't bother you. They bother me. Oh my goodness. Bueller. Yep. There we go. Page jig does not print. Why? Because it's too... It shouldn't be. Do I have to break this down into two pieces and piece it together? It looks like it. It's too big.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. How wide is it? It should not be too big. Okay. Why? Why? Do I chop some of it off? I might need to. There is that. Let's try. See if this works.
Lizard.
I need help from the lizard. That's the truth. Okay. Try that there. We will reload the piece. Delete. Still too big. And it looks like I need to remove another 2 mil minimum to get that off. Okay. So let's try that. $298, 288. That's wrong piece. Okay. Try this. Thomas, how are you? Good afternoon. No, it's still morning. I don't know what day it is. Try it again. One more time. And then down here, we'll delete that again. A reload. There. Still. Even touching the skirting. Oh. Let's see. Well, that problem's solved. Okay, let's try the original. Let's see, back to here. And we go undo. Okay, try this. Back to the original. As long as the first layer sticks, that's really all that counts. Okay. This should work now. Yep. There we go. That's all it was. 1 day, 57 minutes. What the hell? Well, I don't need that kind of accuracy. That made no difference. I saved 30 minutes. It's a part that I need. Yeah. Save that. It's on that drive. Okay. I have a lot of extraneous stuff on here I don't need, so let's get rid of this. Okay. Okay. A lot of extra files there. Okay, so there's that piece. It's going to take forever to print it, but it's got to be printed. So next is we need to prep the pages. So delete this one. From there, go back to here. We will leave that on layer 6. So back to here, here. There we go, pages. So I only need to take one of those. Copy. There. And it's upside down. I should have taken the other one, so we'll just do 0. And we're in the middle of an ad break. Okay. That's there. 4 seconds left, exclamation point, rigged. And time's up. And our winner is Green Feather. You have won 75 platinum. I believe you won before, so let's just see. Where do we have you? Yep. Gotcha. You won back in August. So you are now on the list for this round. Save that so I don't lose it. And congratulations, Green Feather. I have your information, and yes, Shem, I am aware that there is an ad, and they probably can't hear, but we'll let them know when it's over in 23 seconds. All right, so we have that. And right, all we need to do is just a very simple export STL spacer page jig. It should be 002 or 02 page half. Okay. Salt was for the ad blitz. Yeah, that happens too. Green Feather, you have won 75 platinum courtesy of Digital Extremes. I already have you on the list because you won back in August, so I was able to just find it there, and you are the winner. You'll get that on the 30th. So we'll call that the page half. We export that and we bring that into here, delete this, and we go 002 page half. Perfect. And I do want the layer adhesion, so back down here, bed adhesion. There we go. I have it. You won back in August. Unless you've changed it since then. I have it already. And it's all good. And we'll just save that now. Okay, now, let's see. The other one was... I need to print that in a single piece. So I need to grab from here this piece, duplicate that, move it to layer 6. So that's where that goes. This gets centered on where? This was 2 mil, or 0.2 from that, so we'll just go there. Oh, really? Is that right? Nope, that's not right. That's correct there. And that's correct there. Okay, there we are. Perfect. That's where that needed to be, and this can go back to 0 there. Now, what we need to do is take this, and these tabs have to be joined in this section here. So, we're going to create a teeny tiny little little tabs to line that up properly. So we will go with on the inside only. I don't need to actually join the two pieces together. It's just on the back here. So we'll just create a cube. And it's at that point there. Bring it out over to here. And make it 10 wide. Doesn't need to be that wide, but it's good enough. It's easy to handle. We'll pop that to here. 7, 0. 4.8. Okay, and we'll make it 6 forward. 2 there. Bring it down to the same level as that. 15, and then we need to do one last thing. That. And it's going to go back 1. What this is going to be is a break point. So this goes back to here. And it makes a tab that will break at that point there. And I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Let's go 2. Nope, just 1. Don't need to do that. This will be fine. That little break tab there. And duplicate it. Goes to the opposite side. And that is really all that's needed. Let's put 1 in the middle, or 2 in the middle here, just to be sure that it is always aligned correctly. So it goes from there. Duplicate that and pop it over to this side. Doing all this because I won't have a chance to do this twice. I have 1 chance to get this correct each time I do these. So now with that, we're going to union that one, that one, that one, and that one. Now what I've done is create that. Grab this here. So we've got those little bits there with that 1/2 millimeter little dent. So it'll just be an easy little bit to break off. And that is that. We can take these pieces now. I'm going to save them because you never know. On layer 9, this goes. Copy that. And goes here. Delete that. Paste that one, and we go export. And this is page spacer. There we go. Okay. That is basically the page is done with the exception of the hinges. The hinges need to be broken apart now. So I'm going to actually duplicate everything for the pages here. Let's take this and that. Duplicate them, move them to layer 6. There. And this to there. Okay, so that's what the page looks like. There is one last part that needs to be made. And I should have done it when I had the chance. That is the how do I have that broken up? Oh, I do have it. Okay. This is fine. This is easy. The 5. And here we're going to create a cube at 0, 0, 15.5. And then we're going to make it 300 wide is too wide. So there. And then 260 is obviously way too wide. there, but we can just go from there to here. Five. Do I have it close enough? We can bring that right into contact with this, but not quite. Okay, looks very close. That's good right there. Now we have that, and we're going to take that and remove that from it. Then we're going to clean it up with this and that and all this. And delete those. That leaves us with that piece, and we're going to make it red. There we go. That is a piece, so I can actually, it's just going to be a template. I'll lay it down on the different pieces and then cut them out like that. Then they can all be just sandwiched in with everything else. This is, let's see, duplicate that. Oops, don't need to duplicate it. Copy it. I get 1 mil. Then copy it. And it goes over here. Right there, that's good. And, whoops, save, export, STL, and it is 03. There we go. I can delete that from that, and then over here, we're just going to open that up. That's that there. Slice that and save it. So on that drive, I've now got zero. I don't have number 1. Delete. Yeah, need this, the new page spacer. There we go. And that's there. Okay, perfect. I think we're good. That's the pages there. Now what we need to do is the hinges. So back to here. That's at layer 5. That goes to layer 6. This one here is there. Okay. That's with the spacers. Now the hinges. These are going to be kind of tricky. So I got to take one of those. Nope. Duplicate first. M5. Take that. Yeah, that's what I wanted. And take all those. And that is... Wait a second, I have one of these already. Out here somewhere. There it is. M5. Delete that one. This one goes to 0. Okay, we'll leave that right there. Okay, now what we're going to do is split this into 2 pieces so that they can be printed. But, is it just 2 pieces? What I've got to do is... they've got to be... How am I going to do this? I wanted to print it so that it would be on its side, but it can't. Huh. Oh, Garp, I didn't see you in there. Welcome in. Okay. I gotta split this so it's printable. Easily printable without distortion. So... halves. That's a whole. No, that won't work. It's going to be too weak. Okay, this has got to be done like this. So we're going to make a cube right here. Cube there. And it's going to be 10 by 30, 20. Good enough there. And gotta be on 0. That's good there. This is going to be our intersect box. And all that. And we'll subdivide it here. Okay. Then we're going to subdivide these two. No. Am I doing this right? I don't think I'm doing this right. It's gonna need to be reassembled. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I'm don't do those ones, I do these ones. Okay. Subdivide those. And then subdivide these. No. Undo all of that. Subdivide the top only. That. And then this side here, subdivide them. Okay, then we do the same thing that we did with the other block. we take this there, drop it down -4 so I know, and then move it this way, -10, -15. There we go. And then -1. Okay. Then we take that and we go length 15, shift this to there. Go 16. Three and 3, that's good right there. Perfect. -4. And that is what we're going to use. Okay, so we're going to use that to break this into 2 pieces, because it actually has to go from the inside of one cemented to the outside of the other. This is where things get tricky. Okay. I want it smaller. 14. 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Take these, move them back to there. Okay. So that gives us a better block to work with. Okay. Now we need 2 little cylinders. 0.5, 1, 90, 0, 3, 30 wide, 1, Y, rotation. Okay. What am I doing? Is that's too big. So we can go. We are being Lori. Good morning or afternoon for you.
69 views.
Nice. Good afternoon, Lori. How are you? I assume you were playing Warframe. How was your day so far? How was your stream? And welcome in, Raiders, all 69 of you. And I am Magic Dice. I'm a Warframe creator. I am a prop maker and a cosplayer. So you may have seen, if you were at TennoCon or saw TennoCon 2 years ago, 2 TennoCons ago, you probably saw me. I was the White Rabbit Nova. I have the helmet here. Just give me a second. I was the White Rabbit Nova. This was my helmet that I wore then. And if you were at TennoCon this year, you probably saw the big green version of this at TennoCon, which now belongs to Rebecca. she has one of her own. But you can also see behind me. Let me just get the bigger screen here. There we go. You can see behind me I've got a number of different props on the wall. I started making props in 2019, and this was my first one. It was featured on 2000 in the TennoCon 2000 art stream. There was no in-person TennoCon that year, so they did a full online TennoCon that was featured in the stream for that. And we have an ad starting in 55 seconds. I'm just going to snooze that for a bit here. There we go. So I am working on the grimoire today. This is what we have been working on. So the grimoire from Warframe is this here. I've got several test pieces printed off, and now I'm just doing all the finalizing, getting the pieces ready to print permanent pieces. So that is it there, and the inside with it opened up looks like that. The pages, when they are printed and assembled, will look similar to this. They'll have this kind of effect on them. I'm not sure of the final colors. The final colors will actually be the same as the original in-game version. So I'm going to be doing 2. Can't see it there? Oh, yeah, I didn't. Hang on a second. I'll show you the screen. There we go. That's what it looks like there. Opened up and closed. It looks like that. And the bottom there. This bit here, there's actually a little hook that goes inside and it holds it closed. So there will actually be a ribbon attached on the inside of this cover going to this one, holding it closed, and then you can pull that piece out and it actually will reattach on the inside of this. So it actually will open up and look like this when it's opened up. I do have to do a little bit of finalizing on the inside page here because I want it to look a little bit closer to this as well. So it has a little bit of effect like that I want to bring in, make it look like it's all the same. So there's a little bit of work there that needs to be done still. I am really looking forward to having this finished. I've got to make one for myself to make sure that it all works, and then I've got to make one that's going to be going to DE, and hopefully it'll be shown off at TennoCon this coming year. And this one is being made with somebody at DE particularly in mind. I'm going to be gifting it to them. So that's what I'm working on today. Right now I'm working on this little hinge block here. These little hinges are actually what holds the pages into the book and allows it to actually work properly. And that is this piece right here. Just getting the final little bits and bobs here. There's a cylinder there. It needs to be made smaller so that I can actually prevent one kind of artifact from occurring. When printing, is that in the right spot? It's 3, 0. There it goes. When printing, what happens is the printer will kind of fill in corners like this. It rounds them out. So what I'm doing is actually eliminating that. 5 and 0.5 and 30. That should be at 0. That goes all the way through that. So we take this now, and we're going to take that. Difference, carve. Oops, I need to make sure that that's at the right spot. So that cylinder is right there. Perfect. And we take that cylinder out of it. And then, actually I'm going to do this after I split. So we'll undo that. Because where it's, these lines will cause some problems. So what we'll do instead is we will intersect this one with that. And that leaves us with that piece. This one now, because it's a duplicate of what the first one was, we're going to do a difference, and we're going to carve that from that. And we now have 2 pieces. this block can go to a different layer. So we now have two pieces that will cement together and won't cause a problem. So we need to take this, duplicate that. We're going to move it back to -3. And we're going to join that one with the first one. That there. Take this single one, move it to that layer there. And I'll snooze that one more time. Okay, this goes back to 0. And now we can take those cylinders. Oh, thank you for that follow. Let's see if I can see that name. Feather of the... That's a great name. I love it. Feather of the Crow, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. And, no, we want a difference. And we take the cylinder from that. So now we've got this little hole that's being created there and there. It's only a 0.5 millimeter, so it's going to be mostly filled on both. And then this one, it's just getting rid of printer artifacts, things that happen when you are printing. And we're going to take the same thing over here. There. That prevents any little fills from having to be removed at a later time. Oh, excuse me. And we'll move that to there. So now we can take these two pieces and we're going to take this one and we're going to rotate it. Are we going to rotate it? Huh. Guess it doesn't really matter. Okay, that one there, we're going to apply its rotation. This one, we're going to go back to 90 and apply its rotation so I can actually think straight. And then we're going to go 180. And we're going to shift it out to here. Ah. It is a very, this is actually the most complex model that I've ever built. The, just all the different pieces have gone together to make this, and it's insane. All these different pieces. This has taken me more than 2 years to build to get to this point. I started building this, I started blocking it all out right after TennoCon, right after the reveal. So as soon as I got home, 5 days after TennoCon 2 years ago, after TennoCon 2023, I had started blocking it out. I grabbed some of the promotional images and I started blocking out the pieces where they would go, and I'll just show you what it looked like then. So 262 saves. And looking at that, and transfers, grimoire, 001 was done. I created that on September 3rd, 2023. So this file here, nope, the first save was this one. There. That is what was created on September 3rd, 2023. That was the very beginning, before it had even been released in game. It wasn't released in the game until December. Middle of December is when they released it in the game, and that's what I had created on the 3rd of September. So from that to that in 2 years, it's a lot of work. It's been a true labor of love, this whole thing. So I'm going to take these two pieces now, copy them. So just good old Control C and then Control V on this instance. So now we have two pieces here, and we're going to export them. as an STL. We're going to call this number 4. And it is page hinge. We have 4 pages. So we need 8 hinges. Print 8. There we go. Printing 8 pages there. There. Now, we take this one here, delete that, and open that there. We need to have brim. We're also going to print one at a time. Where is it here? Special modes, one at a time. This is one piece. So this will print one at a time, but I need 8 of these. So we're going to multiply that 7 times. That gives us 8. We're going to space them out a little bit more too. So that and that. Bring it out to there. And then these. Bring them to there. There and there. So we have 8 pieces. That will all print one at a time. And that will take us on my printer only an hour, but that is also got to be changed. I want minimal layers, so 2, but I want this to be a fill. Or is it infill? Infill density 8%. Why is it at 8%? That's weird. Let's see. If I print this 100%, that would be only an hour and 4 minutes. And we have an ad. I didn't catch that one. Okay, so that one now, these are now going to be solid, but we need support. All right, Laurie, enjoy your lurk. You get something to eat. I will take care of your community here. Thank you for bringing them by. I really appreciate it. And if you're just going to lurk, I'll see you soon. But definitely get something to eat. Get something to drink. Stretch your legs. Do what you need to do. We'll be good. What I need to do, I don't have support put on this yet. So we need supports. And support. Generating support. My usual settings. Where is it here? So everywhere. Concentric. Wall width. Density is 20. Okay. That looks good. And we'll slice that. That will now take 1 hour, 7 minutes, and the preview looks like this. So there's little bits that need support here. I want a little bit more support, so we're going to open that up a bit. So 60%, we want 45 instead. Slice that now, gives a little bit thicker support on them. That looks good there. That will work. And we'll save that. I think we're good. That looks good. Okay, now what? What do I want to do now? That's the big thing. Close this here and back up. Maker, how are you? Let's give Maker a shout out here. we have been working on the grimoire, and this is what it's looking so far. There's a lot that's going into this. There is just so much. So I do need to do a little bit more detail work on the inside of this page, and I need to pull my hair back because it's driving me nuts. Give me a second here. I have somewhere. Hiya, Sammy. You're still here, I see. I've lost a whole bunch of... Oh my god. They're gone. Okay, give me a second. I really need to get my hair trimmed. This is really bad. I tried to leave my hair down, and it's just it gets to me. Fancy. This is 2 years work. This has been 2 whole years work. So I'm thinking, just completely aside here, with QTCC coming up, Quest to Conquer Cancer, I'm not sure what prop I'm going to be doing for the actual giveaway. I want to raise some money for Quest to Conquer Cancer. Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation in London, Ontario. And so in the past I've done the Rumblejack. So this prop right here. Do I want to do this one again? Or do I want to do something different? I'm thinking possibly the Penta. I've started the Penta. I haven't done a lot of work on it, but I have started the Penta. The Penta is it's an interesting gun. It's a little rocket launcher in Warframe, and I'm thinking maybe something like that. I don't know. I got to think about it. I've got some time. It's got a couple of weeks before the campaign begins, and I'm gonna need to order some beans as well, because I need the beans. Got to torture me, but you got to have something to torture me with.
Lizard.
Yes, lizards.
Lizard.
Oh my goodness, that one needs a special place of its own. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna look up the Penta, because it's unique. Where's my cursor?
Lizard.
Thinking, yep. Okay, so this is what it looks like.
Oh, damn.
Okay, grab the screenshot here. So this is what the Penta looks like. That there is the Carmine Penta, but the Penta itself would be silver. But the thing is, the more you have in the magazine, it actually generates more of these little boxes on the side. So these are going to be like slide-in pieces that will pop together depending on how big your magazine is, and I'll make a whole bunch of them so that you have a whole like dozen of them. It gets stupid big. Oh, I want to do it just because it's funny. It really, there's not much to it, but it's that bit there is just funny. Does that in game, makes it really big and stupid. So that's my thought. So that I could do the Penta with a bunch of those, and then just make it ridiculous, build it up. I could see me carrying it at TennoCon with the Penta just like fully decked out with a stupid amount of those things. Of course, it can't be fired. They wouldn't be fireable. But the whole thing has to actually 300%. Yeah, it does. The 300% magazine looks goofy as heck. It does. It's silly. It's absolutely silly. So, what I need to do now is I need to take this section here, a whole bunch of these. Do I have page 5 clear? No, I don't. So this, M6. Back to here, these here, that, D, K, M5. That one there. M5. Okay, that's all that I need there. But then I need this and this and that and duplicate them 5. Okay. Now the tricky bit is this now goes to here. To that spot. And this also goes to the same here. Don't need to make a modification to that piece at all. So that's good. So what's going on here? I'm getting messages from Mrs. Thighs. We got back from camping and we have fruit flies. Genova, thank you so much for that sub. As it's always understand, it's always appreciated and never expected, but it's always appreciated. Thank you so much. I need this. And this. Nope. Where is it? I need that piece. M5. Okay, there's another piece in there that needs to be done. Okay, but that's good. That gives me enough to work with. This is going to go right up in contact here. So right to there. 19. This one also goes to 19 there. And I feel really good having been away. But the one thing is we've got these fruit flies all over the kitchen. And I don't know what to do about them. If you have any suggestions how to get rid of, like, there was nothing left out. They're like from, I don't know where. All these fruit flies just appeared while we were gone. 2 weeks we were gone, and then they're just like everywhere in the kitchen. I don't know what to do about them. Other than maybe like just some big, huge, general, massive killer stuff. All right, Shem, you have a good day. We've got one of those little, it's not a bug zapper. It's a, we might need to get a zapper. It's a UV light that attracts them into this fan that then sticks them onto a sticky pad inside it. But okay, so that needs a magnet there. Did I put a slot for the magnet on this one? I don't think I did. It needs one. It does need one. Okay, so I need to duplicate that. So there's the magnet. And I need that piece. D, M, 5. $26. From the top, it looks like that. Scrub the hole where the drain is below the faucet. Okay, works at a hotel. Okay, what kind of stuff should I put down it? Like a bug killer or what? Okay, do I have that magnet piece there? There it is. There's the magnet. It is full size. That's our magnet hole. Okay. This piece now can go bye-bye. It's not needed. Delete that one. So from the side, this here magnet goes there. That is where that goes. Okay. This is going to have that hole there exposing the magnet. That means I also need to modify this. D, M, 5. Because we need a magnet in that. Does it touch? It doesn't touch. Huh. Interesting. It's all around the sink, all around our main counter. We've got a very small galley kitchen in this this unit. So is that too high up? It's floating up high for some reason. And 5. Okay. That is up too high. It's floating above it. Okay, that needs to come down. I have that up too low, or down up too high. So this has got to come down to contact with that. That's right. Okay, there we go. There. Okay, that goes in there. That's where that's supposed to be. Okay, good. Now we can take this, take that, Boolean difference, carve that, apply this one. There. So that's that now. So the magnet fits in there, nice and tight. Okay, so this now, take that piece, delete that one. This one from 5. Goes back there. This one goes M9, duplicate M1. There we go. So that's that. That's fixed. Okay. Okay. I think. Thank you for that follow. Foncia? I hope I didn't butcher your name, but thank you for the follow. I know some people don't have a problem butchering people's names, but names are important, even online names. It's part of your identity. Okay, so that there. Duplicate that piece, and it goes from there to there. Wrong one. To layer 5. Is it going to interfere? That does interfere with the top page. Only the top page needs a modification there. Yes, you did. You probably came in with Lori, and I thank her very much. And welcome in. Okay, so this piece here, I need to make a modification to. This is fine, so that doesn't need to be modified. So that can go to a different layer. But this piece, and where is it here? Going to take a little bit of fiddly work there. M5. Did I leave it there? Duplicate M1. There we go. Okay, so this has to be modified. That pair of scissors looking thing. You see Pride and Art. And Warframe too. This is the grimoire that we're working on. This is a 2-year project for me. This whole thing has been an absolute labor of love. So we got the grimoire there. It will open up. I'm just working on the clasp closure and how to get it to work. So underside of this page, this can go back. This has to be modified to fit that cleanly. And I'm not sure I know how to do that just yet. That's the only piece that needs to be modified. I need one specific piece. And yes, Pride, by the way, I am transgender. I have been on hormones now for a bit more than a year and a half. And that's who I am. Warframe content creator too, by the way. Use a mixture of bleach, soapy water like used to scrub floors down the drain. Okay, all the drains. So yeah, okay. I think I can do that. That should get rid of that. Then just let the fruit flies themselves die out. So they came up from the drains. That's so weird. Okay, so I could do this really simple. I could do this very, very simple. With this, move it to there. Okay, I have an idea. That. Move it back to here. Let's see. 19.0. Duplicate it. Mark it in red. So I know this is the one that I delete. And it gets 6 thick. That should do it. Let's see how it looks here. That should do it. It works at the hotel. Yeah, I'm going to give that a try. I'm really going to need to give that a try. Okay, and then from the top, let's see. And Z. We're going to take this, all these, and we're going to make them a wee bit bigger. Like that. And then the middle ones, yes. C. There we go. Just the middle ones. There. And then we're going to squeeze them into there. Okay. All right. That there. Now, I need to shift that so that it is up a little bit higher there. Still has enough for it to rest on. Okay. Make it so the piece that I'm cutting out actually has some body to it left. There we go. Right there. I thank you very much, Sammy. I'm going to give that a try today. See if we can get rid of those monsters because they're such a pain. Okay, so that there, and on layer 1, I do still have the piece, right? Yep. Okay, so that's good. Is it down on layer 2? Yes, it is. Okay. So it's just layer 1 that I can delete. Delete that one. And that means back on layer 5, this is now the only one here. And that we take that piece from. Perfect. That works. Done. Extra size piece will move to layer 0. That there. Now can sit in there without interfering. Let's see. That piece, M3. Nope. Put it back on layer 1. Does it interfere at all with the page? Not like it really needs to there. You know what? I didn't even need to do that. That didn't need to be done. Because this is only while the book is open. Jawel. That did not need to be done. Okay. Well. It's done just in case. Okay. So that didn't need to be done. The only thing that needed to be done was placing the magnets. Ah, how goofy. Okay. Anyway, I will just leave them as it is and save it. 63. Okay. I think we are done there. So the pages are set and ready to print. It's 10 o'clock. We have 2 hours left. I am actually feeling kind of antsy, so I'm going to need to take a little bit of a break, just a few minutes, stretch my legs, and we'll do what we can. I'll be right back. Do need to take a break, get my legs stretched so I'm not like fidgety, and we're going to switch over to the game in a bit. So give me a minute. I'll be right back.
Tick-tock, 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 Daniel!
Shenanigans 3D just rated with 18 views.
Well, welcome in, Shenanigans. I'm not going to take a break. I'm going to take a few minutes. Yes, that is perfect timing. Yes, absolutely, Cruisin'. That was just amazing timing. Welcome in, Raiders. I'll do my whole spiel before I take a brief break. And we got an ad coming in. I can only snooze this one more time. So here we go. I am Magic Dice. I'm a Warframe creator, cosplayer, and prop maker. If you were at TennoCon or saw TennoCon from 2 years ago, I was the White Rabbit Nova. And one of the props that I had at TennoCon this year was the Snipetron Vandal version of this. This is the Lenka. The print files are actually the same between the Lenka and the Snipetron. But I did a Snipetron Vandal, which is now the property of Rebecca Ford. She has that in her office, and she's posted pictures of it now. Thank you so much for that follow. Sharon P. Barking Cauldron. Wow, that's a name. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. And let's see. I'm currently working on the Grimoire from, and there was another, Tactical Yukon Cornelius. Welcome in. Your name and your business name. Ah, okay. I'm going to have to look that up. So we're working on the Grimoire, which I'll show you here. This is the prop that I'm currently working on. Page from it. We're just finalizing the details of the print files for the pages to be done, and the hinges to get it all to work. It will be a book that is able to be opened. It will look like this when it's all opened. It'll look like that. I'm very proud with how this has come out. It has been 2 years. I started with the first print. The first file that I did was done September 3rd, 2023. Right out, or very shortly after I got home from TennoCon. I used it just the images from TennoCon from that. Got to see a variety of things being made from wood, metal, fabric, rocks. 3 rocks. Oh, cool. Neat. Okay, I'm going to have to take a look at that. Definitely. Let's see. And let's see. Shenanigans, who rated. By the way, Shenanigans, if you need to go take care of yourself, get something to drink, stretch your legs, please do so. Don't worry about it. We will be here. And where are you? Okay, I'm going to have to do this the roundabout way. And let's see. I need to go to here and that. And why are you doing that? Okay. There we go. So, with that, likely driving at home. Driving home. All right. Thanks, Cruisin'. Well, I will try and catch him later on tonight. If he's driving right now, absolutely, I'll catch him later on tonight. So this is what I've been working on. This is the current project, and I am going to need to take a very brief break. My legs have been getting kind of antsy. I need to stretch them out and walk around a little bit so I don't start going nuts. I see a problem with the hinge that I need to take care of all the way through there. So that is an issue that needs to be addressed as well. So in there is that piece there. Poking through, cannot go there. Okay, so I have to do that hinge piece there. Right. Okay. That's going to be interesting. Okay, so I need to take a very brief break. I'll just be a couple of minutes and I will be right back. And I am back. How's that for timing? Well, I had to wait 10 seconds for that. That was perfect timing. Okay, so I'm going to make one quick adjustment to the way that I've got this page done. So this in there is what the problem is. So I need to make an adjustment under here on... Do I have to do it on all layers? Yes, it has to go through all layers. That one there is correct. I think. Let's do it out here on this side. So that piece there attaches to that. So it's just this. Okay, so this is not so bad. This is actually an easy fix. I do have that circular piece in there. So that needs to come from there. See that? I'm good. M1. See if that's the right one. Is that the right one? Or is that the one that I used to break that piece apart? That's the one that I used to break the piece apart. But that is also the same one that will work for what we're doing. So is that, are those pieces beveled in there? They are not. So it's just a straight cut, but I can bevel it. Okay, so that's one of the hinges. This can come in a little bit more and be beveled. So 6 to 6.5. And then I should be able to bevel that. There. That bevels them. That'll work. That does the job. That cuts through that, and that just needs to be done here. So that piece there, we cut that from it. Carve. Oh, let's do it all in one. So we take that, we're going to duplicate it. Oh, not that. Delete the duplicate. This we're going to duplicate. And that goes to its opposite side. Oops, I didn't. Okay, so there. And it goes to 115. And you can't see what I'm doing. I'm really good. I'm very good at that. Okay, then we duplicate it again, and it goes from there to there. 90. Minus 90, there. And duplicate it one more time, and it goes from there to there. So we've got 4. Now we will just connect them all. That union, carve, oh. 1, apply, 2, apply, and 3, apply. We've got them all. Good. So now I can take that one, move it to layer 0, that one to layer 0, and that one to layer 0. That leaves us with that. So now we take all these pieces underneath. So that piece has already been cut for that, I think. No, it hasn't. So that piece, and we carve, can't see it. that from it. Okay. Next piece underneath that is where is it? Did I? What? Oh, because it's over here. That's why. M1. Now, that one. Now we take that. Difference, carve. That from it. And the purple one. The purple layer is this one here. Nothing comes off of that one. Okay, no hinge piece. It's just those two. Now we're good. Bottom pieces now. This one. Okay, and then the outside one here. That didn't cut. Why didn't it cut? Cut on the top one, but it didn't cut on the bottom. And we have this artifact. That isn't supposed to happen. Okay, so we need to fix this. We'll take this to layer 4. Yep. 4. Okay, that's properly done. Layer 4, we'll take this tab. And we need to take all of these pieces here. Okay, not those pieces there. Or, okay, he's under here. Interesting. Okay, and that one. Start by deleting those. Yeah, this has left us with some interesting artifacts. We have a hole here. Needs to be fixed. These here need to be removed. So we take that.
Rap, tap, tap.
Thank you, Cruisin'. Okay.
Oh, hello, that's a hole.
Yeah, we've got holes. I don't like holes like this. Fixing them is always a problem. So we delete those vertices there. That leaves us with this now. That bit up there is easy to remove. See that there? Right in there. We've got a hole there. That has to be sealed up.
Yes, it's coffee time.
Is it?
Coffee, coffee,
I
coffee,
can do
coffee,
that.
coffee, coffee. Cappuccino. Java. Yes.
Have some here that need to be merged as well. So we take
Lizard,
that.
lizard, 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 lizard.
Auto merging. Why is that not auto merging?
It's time to save.
Okay, All right, all right, all right, all right. Saving now. 264. 264 saves. That is a lot of saves. Why is that not linking? Let's see. Huh. There is some serious non-manifold bits here. Okay, we're going to do this. Seal this up first. Then we'll make any other adjustments here. F. There's no second vertice there, that's why. If I delete that, okay, here's an idea. If we take this line here, we'll subdivide it, and this gives it a vertice that we can play with. That there, we will now move to match. Come on. Why can't I move anything? Okay. Okay. Can't see it there. Can't quite see it there. There we go. So we take this one now and we'll merge it with that. There we go. That solved that. Okay. Everything is now manifold. What that means is that all the joints, or all the vertices, are connected to every line that they are attached to, except for that one. So there is a second one there. What is it attached to? That line. There we go. That's now manifold as well, and there's a hole there, so we will seal that up. There. Okay. That's closed now. Any others? Now you filled the screen with blurps. Yep, you have. It's quite a bit, actually. All right, so pulling back, we now have, let's see, mesh, select by type. All those are non-manifold, so these are fixed though. Okay. Get rid of these. Let's see what else we have here. That doesn't get rid of all of them. See, we've got all those now, so those vertices. No more floaters there, we've got 3 floaters here. Delete those vertices. Okay. Got a lot of little bits and bobs here, artifacts of cuts and such, so it's not clean. There's a lot of extra vertices here. This is probably what's making some of the problems. So, select all, deselect all, select that, and by trait, non-manifold, all that up there is non-manifold. Why is that non-manifold? Everything's joined. Everything's joined. Okay. And we've got non-manifold out here too. Okay. But this is printed before. Okay, from the top it looks like what? There we are. That's a problem there. Just trying to join these two pieces right there. And from the side, there. That's what that's supposed to look like. Okay. That's fixed. Let's see. See if we've fixed anything. It's still non-manifold. No quick and easy way in this version to fix the non-manifold. So let's see. That whole line. Okay, so those lines are probably not sealed. There's two lines there. Okay. Let's see. From the side. There we go. That's our problem there. That's not supposed to be there at all. So we delete those. Take a look underneath. And we have a fold and an opening there. There. That face is folded in on itself. Okay. That's why that's non-manifold. Okay, so we'll delete the face, only the face. This line here, that there is an unnecessary line. Delete only the edge. Okay. There's a fold in here. And up here. Right there. That wasn't supposed to do that. interesting. Okay. That does not connect with that. So do the same thing here with this line that we did with the other side. And yeah, subdivide that. Take this vertex, move it back to there, and that merged those ones there. So that can now be closed up, and it will actually seal it properly. There we go. That should have fixed that. Is that a hole? No, it's not a hole. Okay, let's see. Those are non-manifold. Let's see here. That face is a gap. Okay. So we will, oh, there's a face there and a face there. So let's delete the face. Delete that face. There's a fold in there, that's why. The lines only, that there. Delete only the edge and that edge there. Okay, now we can close this up. So we're going to go vertices, that vertex there, and to there. Closes that. That closes that. Okay. Doesn't like folds. So that is clean, that's clean, that's clean. Those are clean. Nope, we have one there. Okay, that line there, delete it. And there. Okay. What is that? That's that face. Okay. That's good. Let's see if we've got any non-manifold faces. Any loose geometry? No. That's good. And here. Those. Okay. Let's see. We have one interior face, two interior faces. Okay. There is an interior face. So let's recalculate those. There we go. That should be fixed now. Let's see what we've got. Couple. I think we're still good here. This is still probably good. Let's see. That's good. That's good. So I don't see the issue with this one. Are there duplicate lines? No. Nothing showing up as problematic. Anything open? No. It's all closed up. Okay, I think we're good. We can just save this here. And $265. Good Lord. And let's see. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's a lot of work that I just did there. Just to fix that. So that now goes back to layer 1. That's fixed. This one here is a problem. So we will just delete that. And we'll duplicate this one. And then we move it down to -27. And rotate it 180 degrees. There we go. Okay, now we can save that. We'll take this. There we are. And we're fixed. 266. This piece now, we're going to need to print that. So that's our next print piece. So we'll duplicate, not duplicate, copy. There we go. Bring it over to here, delete that, and delete that. That there. And tab all. Delete that. This now. Let's see. So which direction do I need to print this in? That is tiny little lip on one side is on that side. Okay, so that is up. So from here we go. $270. Okay. Okay. There we go. That looks good there. And we are in an ad, so I'm going to just finish this here. Export. And this is 5. Okay. And then we do, yeah, there's no left, right. Okay, so over here now we can take all this, clear the build plate, and we open number 5. What is that? Okay, that is this bit here in the center. Right there. Delete those. There we go. Now we'll save this again. And over here, we'll reload this. So delete that, and there we go. That's what we need. And support 60. Four hours, 33 minutes. And let's see, preview looks like that. One big solid mass. Why are those pieces there? It's not like it needs it for stability, does it? Perhaps. That could just be for stability. Okay. But that is printable. So we're going to duplicate this. Multiply. Just one. And then we're going to need to move one of them. Do not like getting them on top of each other. Whoops. Take just that one. There we go. So that will prevent interference as well. Print one at a time. Each on its own. There we go. And we'll save that one. And we're done for the day here. And I want to play some of the game. So we'll just save that. This here can be closed. Don't need to save that. This has been saved, so we're good there. Okay. I think we're good. I'm going to open up the game. If anybody's interested in playing, we're going to be doing a little bit of the Plague Star while it's still around. Okay. Oh, lovely.
DJ's always like, save your money, but come on, I've got my whole life to do that.
Yeah, that's not good. Okay. All right. All right. So if anybody wants to join in, you are very welcome to. And let's see. I need to change my loadout a little bit. To change my primary weapon to Tenora. So how much do I have here for build? Okay. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Now I am going to just jump down to Cetus. Of course, we go to Cetus 69 because we're just that kind. I need the other ear in. Can't go with just one though.
the children admire your good deeds, Tenno.
All right. Let's just do this one as a warm-up. I've done them all.
The infestation. I was beginning to think it would never touch us here. That it was a thing that happened out there to others. Naive. I need you to take Vehek's toxin and kill the boil.
Oh, look, I just joined my squad.
Of course, maggots seek to burrow away from my caves. Maggots, lest you be crushed. Vehek, a two-bit despot with a mind half an inch wide and a face like a rejected skin graft. Consul would like you to make his life miserable. Well, more miserable.
Toxin secured.
Yep,
Be
yep, yep.
prepared. Vehek knows what we're up to now.
Watch your step, Tenno! My ghouls could be anywhere!
Yeah. What's going on?
I am
There we
directing
go.
you to the location of a Grenier chemical mixer. Use it to prepare the toxin. The mixer is inside that vault. Clear out the area so we can use it.
Who's got the mix? Who's got the toxin? There it is. Oh boy.
Keep them away, killer. That machine must finish its work. Soon the Ostron rats of Cetus will flee in panic. And when they do, we'll hunt them for sport.
The Grenier will do anything to destroy the mixer. Stop them.
minute left on the timer here.
The mixer needs more time. Keep the Grenier at bay.
Where am I hearing that one from? There it is.
It's ready. Now make that oire hurt, Doga!
A Grenier drone will serve as an optimal delivery system. I've marked one on your map. Drone located. Hack in and insert the Thrax toxin. I'll steer it toward the boil.
Come on, where's... There it is.
The toxin has triggered peristalsis. Antibody production has escalated.
That didn't
Prepare
take
for a
long.
massive immune response.
Oh. I gotta stay away from that guy in the spider frame. I just can't stand that thing. It's horrid. Okay, come on, infested. Where are you? Oh, don't kill those. Let them hatch.
Colonel Maggots! You try to protect these rats, but you fail! And fail! just made it angry. Maggots! You try to protect these rats, but you will fail! And fail!
Killing those things right away just slows us down. Let them hatch. Oh, don't stand over top of me, please.
Balls! Trying to pop! It's glistening magnificence! But you just made it angry.
96%. Oh my goodness, really? There we go, finally.
You are not welcome on Kanzu's plains, snot thing. Nice work, number one gun. We're breathing easier back here. During these dark nights, Cetus is grateful for your help. Nakak will keep you supplied until we beat this. Go see her. No! No! No!
My hand fell asleep during that. Alright, now's the fun one. But I'm afraid I need to take a very quick break again. So I am going to just be a couple minutes and I'll be right back. Okay, and I am back. And that was an interesting flash. I'm not sure if that was in the game or not. Okay, I need to turn the music down a touch because it's really, really overpowering for me. And I think we can go for maybe another half hour before I'm going to burn out. I have been away from my computer for 2 weeks, and it has... I'm feeling really stretched out. A little bit, I don't know what the word is. Out of focus or just stretched. It's just an interesting kind of feeling. Having been away, it's hard to get back into the swing of things. So I think we're going to end at 11:30. So that gives us a little bit of time to actually do the next, the next version of this mission. Let's see. We'll go back here. Actually, let's just do the top tier, and then we'll go to Nakak.
You go in, you work. Nope, couldn't get anyone to take that on. Early lunch for
No, it's not been burning the candle at both ends. I've been away for 2 weeks. Away from my computer. I haven't played the game in 2 weeks. I've had my laptop, but Wi-Fi connection was abysmal, and all I could do was a little bit of work on the grimoire. So I'm feeling a little bit spread thin. I've had plenty of rest. Definitely had plenty of rest. Ah, it's this one. I like this one. This cave.
The threats toxin! The Tenno maggots want my toxin! Stop them!
Oh, it's night. Great.
Fayhek, a two-bit despot with a mind half an inch wide and a face like a rejected skin graft. Council would like you to make his life miserable. Well, more miserable.
What? Where have I gone? There it is.
Toxin secured. Be prepared. Vahek knows what we're up to now. I am directing you to the location of a Grenier chemical mixer. Use it to prepare the toxin.
What?
The mixer is
There it
inside
is.
that vault. Clear out the area so we can use it.
Those devices draw energy from bomb ballists. Make use of them.
Somebody threw down the toxin. Great.
Next, you attempt to take control of it.
Keep them away, killer. That machine must finish its work. This boil will cleanse Cetus of
My
the
goodness,
filthy
come on.
monster
Really?
Rats that infest her walls.
There are no enemies. Why?
The Grenier will do anything to destroy the mixer. Stop them.
Yeah, they're not coming. There's none of them. Oh, interesting.
The mixer needs more time. Keep the Grenier at bay.
That's stupid. Hey, Melee, how are ya? If I can get onto this one here. Ah, I missed it. And we just in time for an ad. We're running out the timer, and there's no enemies. Weirdest fight I've had. Yep.
Hi-ho! My eyebrows are singeing just looking at that stuff. Go shove it into the boil.
A Grenier drone will serve as an optimal delivery system. I've marked one on your map.
I lost the drone. Where'd it go? There it is.
Hack in and insert the Thrax toxin. I'll steer it toward the boil.
Oh, come on. Wow. Okay, he's much faster at it than I am. I'm doing really good. I am doing really, really good. And the ad break is done.
Toxin has triggered peristalsis. Antibody production has escalated. Prepare for a massive immune response.
Okay.
Product of the boil attempting to fight off the toxin. Kill it to weaken the infestation further.
Yep. There you are, buddy.
Maggots! You tried to protect these rats, but you failed! And failed!
That was one head. Quick and easy. Stay off the boil. Come on. That one was quick. Do it again.
The boil's immune system has manufactured a hemocyte to deal with the toxin threat. Destroy it.
Pop! It's glistening. magnificence, but you just made it angry.
Pop that head. That one was quick too. Helps when everybody's got good equipment for this.
Well, you got the reaction. Big as a house and half as smart. Knock it on the head, eh?
Yeah. Open your mouth.
Colonel Maggots! You trying to protect these rats? You fail! And fail!
Down. That was my stupidity. There it goes. 3 of 4. One more time.
Well, you got the reaction. Big as a house and half as smart. Knock it on the head, eh?
Where's it coming to now?
Fools! Pop! It's listening magnificence. But you just made it angry.
Got you. And you. Come on. Open up. Gotcha.
Top shelf works, hurrah! But it was not enough. Not yet. Hit it again. And keep hitting it till there's nothing but a hole in the ground. I've put Nakak in charge of supply distribution until this strangeness is
And
ended.
it is 20 after. I'm looking at the time now. I'm not going to have time to do another one. So
You have not won.
I'm going to have to call it here for the day.
You have not won.
It's been a good day, but I am like, it's hard to get back into the swing of things when you've been away for 2 weeks and only a little bit in that time. So I'm feeling a little bit spread out. I do need to get some work done this afternoon, but I need to actually get myself in the mood again. But I will be back again on Wednesday evening, 8 p.m. Pacific time. Going to be going for 2 hours then. And then next Sunday, there will be only a 2-hour stream on Sunday. I will post my my schedule for October. There's a lot going on in October, and with QTCC going on, I'm hoping to be back here for a little bit more than my usual twice a week. But at the end, we also have a special stream on the 26th. Sunday the 26th, we'll have a 2-hour guest with us for 2 hours. No announcement yet as to who that's going to be. I don't know who it is yet, but I do know that it's going to be on the 26th. From my stream will be 8 to 12 Pacific time, and our guest will be joining us from 9 to 11 Pacific time. Hope to see you then on Wednesday. And until then, everybody, we're going to find out who we're going to raid, and I have no idea who's actually out there right now. Let's see. There is... Oh, there's a few playing Warframe. Want to keep it in the Warframe community, so I am thinking we are going to go to... Let's see. I'm not sure. That's the wrong one there. We need this. There we go. Going to Barney Jack. There we go. And heading out to him. And I will see you all on Wednesday. Hope to see you then. Have a great day. And keep dancing.
I can't see shit. Oh God, I can't see. I can't see. I get smoke bomb for each viewer that kind of get a raid like that. Oh my gosh. Welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. For those of you new to the stream, my name is Barney Jack. I'm a